showcasing solutions, creativity, excellence from Nigerian youths. Today's National Impact Summit brings all of those successes together on one stage, right here, before the nation and before the world. Welcome to the 3MTT Nigeria National Impact Summit, where talent meets opportunity and innovation meets national purpose. To welcome us formally, I'd like to welcome a young man who is making tremendous impact. At the point he was appointed minister, it was generally agreed that it was round peg in a round hole. The young man from Itoko in Abeokuta, with a PhD in innovation and economic development, is here today, coming from a space where he has been helping to build startups. So please join me as I welcome all of us, the Honorable Minister of Communication, Innovation and Digital Economy, Dr. Bosun Tijani.
Good morning. Oh, it's afternoon already, actually. Good afternoon. His Excellency President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, ably represented by the Secretary to the Government of the Federation, His Excellency Senator George Akume, the legislators in the room, particularly the Chairman, Senate Committee on ICT and Cybersecurity, and his colleague from the lower house, also the chairman of the same committee, and every other legislator present here today. The members of the diplomatic corps, particularly the ambassador to the EU, the ambassador of Denmark to Nigeria, the ambassador of Germany to Nigeria, the resident representative of UNDP in Nigeria, the CEOs and captains of industry also present here today, our very special guests, and I think I should hear you all 3 MTT fellows in the room. Can I hear you with a loud noise? From all over the country, it's a pleasure to be here with you. The head of agencies under the Ministry of Communications, Innovation and Digital Economy, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen. Let me start by denouncing the fact that I've been described as the young man from Itoko. I'm a few years from 50, and I think I'll be doing injustice to the young people in the room today if I keep taking that tag of a young minister. So the young people are the ones in the room. I'm actually quite old for you already. Today is a very special day for me, and I'd like to start with something. If I can go to the next slide, I think this is not going to work from here. I'd like to start with an important quote that His Excellency, Mr. President, used just 2 executive council meetings ago when he was making a case and being very clear that every agenda of his administration and all the reforms that is made is solely for the average Nigerian. And he used the word fire up the base. And he was making a case for how every ministries and appointees should go work hard to ensure that the average Nigerian can actually feel the impact of his administration. And today, whilst we're here to celebrate 3MTT, I think it's also an opportunity to appreciate His Excellency for his dedication and contribution to the digital economy of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. Particularly in just over 2 years, if you can go to the next slide, please. In just over 2 years, the President, upon assuming office, signed into law the National Data Protection Commission Act, which gave Nigeria its first data protection commission, which is now recognized all over the world as one of the very best in Africa. And we should celebrate that with a round of applause. In October 2023, still saying on that slide, in October 2023, the President also decided to approve the largest technology talent accelerator program in the world in the name of 3MTT. In May 2024, our President decided that by the time he's leaving office, Nigeria will have access to the best internet that is available anywhere in the world. And the President approved for us to invest $2 billion in 90,000 kilometers of fiber optic network that will cover the entire country. This project today is the largest anywhere in any developing country in the world. Our President did not stop there. For many years, the telecommunications sector had been requesting that their infrastructure should be protected from vandalization. And in August 2024, our President decided to declare all telecommunications and ICT infrastructure in the country as critical national infrastructure, which means they can now be protected to the same level as military equipment. But the President did not stop there. When we came into office, the telecommunications sector was already recording losses. For 10 years, they had been struggling to be able to change the pricing of their services. And in January 2025, our President decided to allow these companies to increase their tariff after a thorough study, thereby leading to a position where these companies are today now profitable and able to attract significant foreign direct investment into our country. The President did not stop there. Just a few weeks ago, our President approved that we should deploy close to 4,000 telecommunication towers in rural communities that are currently unconnected. Most of these communities are in the northeast, northwest, north central, and a few across the country. I think this we should clap for, because actually this initiative will bring close to 23 million Nigerians that are currently not connected at all into the digital economy. But this was not the end. The President, as we all know, through the tax reform, also delivered the harmonization of taxes that has been a major problem for our sector. Today, the digital economy in Nigeria is one of the most attractive for investment on the African continent, thanks to the efforts of our President. However, what we're here to celebrate today is a President that is clear about the need to empower the base through job creation. And for those who can remember, through the Renewed Hope agenda, when the President came into office, our President says he would like to create 1 million technology jobs. And if we go to the next slide. And when ministers were appointed, we looked at the numbers and we realized that there were over 4.5 million unfilled jobs in the technology sector at the end of 2023, implying that the desire to create 1 million would imply that there will be about 59% of the workforce that will need upskilling. We will need to upskill people within this sector to be able to meet the demands. But because the world now consumes significant technology as well, there's evidence to show that about 170 million technology jobs will be created, I think, over the next, by 2030, over the next 5 years. This obviously implied that for a nation where the average age is 16.9, where over 60% of our people are under the age of 30, we are in a good position to truly, truly become a net exporter of talent. So if I take you to the next slide, this led to the resolve by the Ministry of Communications, Innovation, and Digital Economy to establish the world's largest technology talent accelerator in 3MTT with the sole purpose of training 3 million technical talents, not just for the Nigerian market, but for the world. For the world. And obviously, this plan came in August to October 2023. For those who understand government, this was at a time when there was no budget to actually fulfill this dream. But what we saw was the camaraderie and the energy and the interest of this sector to drive the growth that we've all been yearning for in Nigeria. If we go to the next slide. Right immediately, IHS Tower, which is a company that we should all be extremely proud of, that started out in Nigeria, came forward and decided to put 1 billion naira into 3MTT. But IHS didn't stop there. IHS also decided to invest 1.5 billion naira into the renovation of the damaged tech park in Kano. You can all remember the tech park that was burned down. IHS actually stepped up to invest in that park. But beyond the 2.5 billion that you're seeing on the screen, IHS also contributed significantly to one of the best technology hubs in Nigeria today, which is based in Ilorin in Kwara State. I'm sure some of you have been there. And IHS is also today investing in another tech hub in Borno State. Of course, as we're getting excited, the giant MTN also turned up with 3 billion naira to support 3MTT. A round of applause for them. And that was followed, of course, by 1 billion naira from Airtel. This gave us the foundation to produce what you're seeing in the room today, which are young people from across Nigeria with dreams and aspirations. But it did not stop there. We saw partners like AWS coming up with credits, Google in particular investing over 2 billion naira into training technical talents that are focused on deep technology. Huawei turning up with credits that is also worth over $10 million. The Alternative Bank providing $5 billion in credit for fellows who are interested in acquiring their own laptops and devices. Microsoft in particular invested $1 million into additional training to help us achieve our goal. And Secure ID gave credit to over 1,000 3MTT fellows who contributed to the development of the first government-backed large language model in Africa. We should give them a round of applause. Without all these partners, we will not be where we are today. But let me talk you through the numbers. When we launched this program in 2023, in less than a month, we saw over 1.8 million Nigerians signed up to be part of 3MTT. So what you're seeing in the room today is just a glimpse of what 3MTT is all about. And those 1.8 million Nigerians came from every state and every local government of this country. Every state and every local government. We actually mandated that everyone applying must apply either using NIN or BVN. So these are uniquely identified individuals. This for us was already a signal that what we were setting out to do has a demand from our people, and it's not just a fiction of imagination from public leaders. If we go to the next slide, we then introduce a precision approach to delivering this project, using a particular methodology that is well known in the high-tech engineering space, which is to deliver this project in 3 phases. One, which is to focus on 1% of the 3 million targets. The second, to focus on 10%. And of course, the last one to close up and reach the 100% that we set out to do. Immediately, with the resources from our partners, if we stay on that slide, we went into training the first 1%, which was 30,000 young Nigerians from across the country, which started in December 2023. And by July 2024, we went into the 10%, which is what we're now wrapping up. And the reason why we've taken this approach is that for us, this is not just a political declaration. This is an opportunity and a program that we understand that if we carefully deliver on, will lead to significant opportunity for the young people you see in the room, but also for the bottom line of our nation in terms of GDP. And this is giving us the opportunity to be able to learn thoroughly in the process of delivering this program. Next slide, please. And if you're looking at the key numbers today, direct jobs in terms of those that we can actually record that have gotten job opportunities in the first batch of the training program is already over 15,000. In terms of income, we're seeing a lot of these people, some of them, their first job, already earning over 250,000 naira in salary. We've been able to activate, yes, you should. We've been able to activate over 201 applied learning centers all over the country because we know that these people needed spaces where they could go to learn. So we've supported over 201 applied learning centers. We have over 600 facilitators that have been working on 3MTT. Over 15 e-learning partners. These are companies, most of whom are local companies who create the content that we use in this program as well. And we did not stop there. We recruited 37 community managers, all paid for, and most of them are in the room, all paid for by IHS from all the state and FCT to manage this program. But we didn't stop there. NCC provided laptops that are worth over 1.5 billion naira for a lot of the fellows that we see who performed really well through the innovation challenges. And we've given out over 400 million naira as well in prizes to encourage the fellows to perform whilst they are learning. And what I always say about this program is, go to any social media of your choice and put 3MTT in there. What you will find are raw testimonials from the participants. You didn't need to know anybody to be part of this program. As long as you're a young Nigerian, you don't need a university degree, and you actually truly want to benefit, this is a program for you. Which is why the Net Promoter Score, Net Promoter simply means amongst young people, the likelihood of them recommending this program to people is 8.5 out of 10. Next slide. But it did not stop there. It was not enough to train. It was important that we're able to ensure that these people also secure job opportunities. And of course, our partner, the European Union and UNDP, through the Jubilee program, also came to our rescue and provided funding to be able to pay for placement of fellows. For every fellow, I think for a year, we're getting paid salaries from those fellows who participated in the internship program from the European Commission and UNDP. Next slide, please. But I know it's important for us to talk about this, but it's also important that we talk about the future as well, which is why I would like to close on this. Our goal today is to celebrate the fellows, but I think most importantly is to celebrate Mr. President as well for his dedication and support to this program. But we believe that this is a program that must definitely continue because this program has significant implications for our GDP. Because without technology, it is literally impossible for us to actually drive productivity across our key sector. And if technology is going to be required to drive productivity, we will need the talent and the workforce to be able to apply the technology. And this is why, for the future of this program, we are banking on increased private sector collaboration so that there's more job opportunities for those that are being trained. Also, we would like to continue to deepen the quality of the applied learning centers where our fellows go to learn by ensuring that each of these centers have the quality that is required for them to be able to deliver. I think most importantly for a nation of our size, it is important that we deliver and develop a talent operating system that can power the training of talent at scale. And lastly, is that for a program of this sort, significant funding is going to be required. And that funding, we must look for a strong endowment to make it happen. And I do hope, with the commitment that we've seen from Mr. President, that we all appreciate the fellows in the room and see them as the future of Nigeria's digital workforce, the future that we need to drive the growth that we need to see in our nation. Thank you all so much for joining us today. Thank you.
You know, just listening to him, I told myself, Nigeria has talent. Amazing, wonderful sound. Can we put our hands together one more time for the Honorable Minister? Thank you very much. We can go to digital war with him, leading as a field marshal. We appreciate you. Thank you very much. Your Excellencies, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, the 3MTT was launched with a bold goal to equip 3 million Nigerians with world-class technical skills by the year 2027. 3MTT is not just about training, it is about creating jobs, building globally competitive talent, and positioning Nigeria as a net exporter of digital expertise. Right now, we'll be playing a short documentary, an overview of the 3MTT concept. Let's have it.
In 2023, under the leadership of His Excellency, President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, GCFR, Nigeria set a bold ambition to create 1 million jobs by 2027. To make this vision a reality, the 3 Million Technical Talent Program was launched by the Federal Ministry of Communications, Innovation and Digital Economy.
Our government is implementing several other youth-centric programs to give our young people an advantage in rapid changing world. We are implementing, among others, a 3 million technical program of the Ministry of Communication, Innovation and Digital Economy, aimed at building Nigeria's technical talent backbone.
3MTT has been exciting to watch. It happens to be, at the minute, the largest technology talent accelerator in the world. The largest. There's no country anywhere in the world that is training 3 million technical talent. The reception that we've seen from our people, old, mid-age, and young, has been extremely exciting. You can see the awareness and interest in the average Nigerian to actually be part of the digital economy, but they also understand that they can't be part of it without acquiring the right skill sets that will allow them to be able to participate in it. So that excitement, which cut across, we received application from all the 774 local governments in Nigeria.
A program built to empower our youth, strengthen our economy, and position Nigeria as a net exporter of technical talent. Starting with over 1.8 million unique applications from every local government in Nigeria, the program has rapidly evolved, uniting government, private sector, innovators, and local communities across all 36 states and the FCT. Across the country, our impact is visible and measurable. More than 135,000 Nigerians have already been trained across 3 cohorts. 37 state-based communities are active and thriving. Over 2,000 community engagement events have taken place, and over 15,000 jobs have been unlocked through employer networks. And despite the odd setback, the resilience of Nigerian youth and the commitment of the Bola Ahmed Tinubu administration have ensured that this is a program that must succeed. Strategic partnerships continue to expand, with new collaborations across government agencies, private sector, and global institutions being established. From the beginning, 3MTT was designed with a clear scaling model. Today, we are proud to announce the scale-up phase, taking us towards our 3 million target. This next chapter will expand the program's capacity while unlocking more opportunities for our people at an unprecedented scale. It represents a shift from a training program to a national digital workforce engine that will drive Nigeria towards the $1 trillion economy mandated by Mr. President. The future is ambitious. With more skilled individuals and millions more jobs created directly and indirectly, Nigeria will have an economy strengthened by a digital workforce ready to build, innovate, and export talent to the world. 3MTT is more than a program. It is a movement, a pathway to the digital workforce that Nigeria requires to improve connectivity, leverage the opportunities that artificial intelligence offers to increase productivity across all sectors, improve governance through stronger digital public infrastructure, while laying the foundations for a thriving digital economy for our shared prosperity. Today, we celebrate the progress made and embrace the work ahead. Thank you, Mr. President, for your commitment to raising a generation of technical talent and building the future of Nigeria's digital workforce.
I love the part where the narrator said, this is not just a project, but a movement to take Nigeria to the next level, competitive globally. But like the Honorable Minister said, it wasn't just a government thing. There were strategic partners from the private sector that were part of this. My brother here, who is a lot more handsome than I am, Osibo Moisike, will step forward here and will kick off with 2 minutes apiece for goodwill messages. Osibo.
Thank you very much, Your Excellencies and distinguished guests. We, again, are grateful to all our partners who supported this project from the very inception. And I think, like the Minister said, we did start this project with the kind support of several private sector players. And we want to call up the very first partner to commit to this project and consistently is committing to the project, in delivery of the project, represented by Mr. Mohammed Darwish, who's the group CEO of IHS Towers. So please come and share a few words with us, sir.
Good afternoon. Your Excellency, the President of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, as ably represented, my Honorable Minister of Communications, Innovation, Digital Economy, I stand on all protocol, my regulator, the NCC, captains of the telecom sector, good afternoon. 2 years ago, when His Excellency took the audacious decision to transform and improve the Nigerian economy, the steps taken were definitely not the easy ones, but they were definitely the right ones. We, as IHS, part of the telecom sector, part of the private sector in Nigeria, are seeing the benefits of that transformation. IHS, a company that started in Nigeria in 2001, who has become one of the largest multinational and global owners of digital infrastructure globally, have taken the step to list the company on the New York Stock Exchange in 2021, showing the world basically that Nigeria in particular and Africa can produce companies that do operate on the best standards. And ever since then, we have played the role of Nigeria's ambassador to Wall Street, to the international investor community, basically reiterating the potential that exists in Nigeria and the growth prospects that exist in Nigeria and what this country has in terms of potential after that transformation in the economy that is taking place. We have also visibly seen it, where our performance on the stock market has more than doubled over the past 1 year. We have contributed that to the improvement in the economy, and the same thing is happening with the MTN and Airtel and the other operators as well in the telecom sector. 3MTT, the way I see it, is not about training 3 million people. It's not about ticking the box. 3MTT is about equipping 3 million Nigerians with the skills and competency to be able to ride the massive, and let me say the scary, technological transformation wave that is taking the whole world by surprise. We stand behind the Honorable Minister and the Ministry. We stand behind the federal government and our support to the 3MTT project and to the various innovation hubs that we are managing in this country, for the hope and the belief that more IHS and more unicorns will come out from Nigeria, as long as we are seeing all these great steps that are happening in the economy. Thank you once again, Your Excellency, for your courage, for your leadership in transforming Nigeria. Thank you, Honorable Minister, for giving us the opportunity to support you. And on behalf of my colleagues in the telecom sector and myself, thank you very much once again, and God bless Nigeria.
Thank you very much, Mr. Darwish. Next, we want to call up a partner who is one of the largest telco players in Nigeria, and Nigeria represents their second largest market in the world. We've got the CEO of Airtel Nigeria, Mr. Dinesh Balsingh, to please share with us.
Good afternoon. Thank you to our Honorable Minister for inviting us for this event, and Your Excellency, the Honorable President of Nigeria, ably represented by Senator Dr. George Akume, my fellow captains of the industry, dignitaries who are here, all the various development bodies of Nigeria who are here. Most importantly, the students who are the heroes of this particular event. Thank you for giving us this opportunity to come forward and speak on this special day. Firstly, before I go into the program, I'd like to extend my warm appreciation and deep gratitude to the Honorable President for all the path-breaking and far-reaching initiatives that he has provided to the sector. As the Minister said, he has helped us lift the sector out of red and into the profitability that we are looking at now. Through some of his far-reaching initiatives like the tariff adjustments that happened, the simplified tax bill, the unified CIT. Many initiatives like this have helped us revive this industry, and you are seeing some of the benefits of that in some of the contributions which are meaningful today. I'd also like to thank the Honorable President His Excellency, for all the wonderful initiatives like Project Reach. Many of these things, the 4,000 telecom tower assets, we are really looking forward to many of these initiatives hitting the ground and helping us lift Nigeria to a much larger level in terms of connectivity. Airtel Africa Foundation, supported through Airtel Nigeria, has been a partner to the 3MTT program because we believe that the large young people of Nigeria is its strongest talent force, and with the right skills, they can become a national asset for Nigeria. And the 3MTT program does exactly that, equips them with the right digital skills. Many of the things that we saw in the video is what this program is going to culminate. And in fact, tomorrow we are launching this program in Lagos, in one of the shops that we have, in the LGAs that are there. We are very proud to partner this program, 3MTT program, will continue to partner and continue to support on this program. And seeing the kind of people who are here and met a few of the people who have been participating in this program, and some of the encouraging initiatives that we are seeing here gives us tremendous confidence to keep investing in this program. And as a sector, I think both MTN and Airtel have, as telecom players, have supported this program and will continue to support. And we'll also look forward to more players and more participants to come in and support this program. So I want to thank the Minister, thank His Excellency for giving us this opportunity to come and say a few words on this very important moment. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Balsing. Now we want to call up, I think Mr. Darwish talked about the fact that the work that's being done in digital economy is going to raise a new generation of unicorns. But we do have quite a few already. And you have the representative of one of those unicorns, who's also a massive supporter of the 3MTT program, Mr. Tosin Eniolorun, of the group CEO of MoneyPoint Nigeria, to also come share a few words.
All right. Your Excellency, the President of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, ably represented by Dr. George Akume, your Honorable Minister, Dr. Bosu Tijani, and I stand on all protocols duly observed. I want to acknowledge all my colleagues here and the titans of the telecoms industry. I'm excited to be here, and looking at all the beautiful faces of all the students here makes it reminiscent of my own journey too. When I started as a Jets Club president, as my initial interest in technology, and knowing that this mindset and these people are the futures of tomorrow makes me something I want to be really proud of and excited about. And Dr. Bosun is somebody that is very important to our industry. For those of us that don't know, we already all know. Like in the early 2010s, when CC Hub started, and how CC Hub birthed a couple of unicorns, including the likes of Andela, and inspired many of us while we're still working with some of our employers to know that tech is an environment, is an industry that you can actually make good impact out of. And I'm proud to say some of my co-founders were kind of like graduates of CC Hub. And knowing that, CC Hub is a place that used to make all of us want to be part of this new cool tech community. And knowing that someone who built something like that is beginning to now build something like this on a national scale, on a 3 million basis, now jointly supported by our president, is something that makes me extremely excited. And why? MoneyPoint today, we have about 3,000 employees. Almost half of them are technical talents. Today, we struggle extremely hard in finding top technical talents. If you check our job postings today, you'll see about 700 plus technical vacancies. And it's something that makes us a little bit kind of wondering that why do we have such a large population and we cannot find people that need to work for us. And I'm not talking of small paying jobs. I'm talking of jobs that pay millions monthly. And knowing such an initiative that is beginning to catch people young and train them, it has no doubt within me that out of these people will come the new founders of the new unicorns. I have no doubt that out of these people will be the people that can potentially transform Nigeria to the African India. So 3MCT is a program that I wish we had been supporting earlier. We are now one of the late entrants into supporting this. And I want to give my commitment as one of the founders of MoneyPoint that this is a national critical infrastructure, and MoneyPoint will begin to pledge to support this program. And to all the students that are participating here today, I want to encourage you. You have your dreams, you have your hopes, you've been given a pedestal, you've been given a system, you've been given a way in which you can achieve it. Technology is one of the best industries, aside maybe oil. But that's the future. You're talking of telecoms, it is. You're talking of banking, finance, everything has tech in it, and now AI is coming. So you've already chosen a very good path, and I want to encourage you to be steadfast, and your future is extremely bright. Thank you, everybody.
Thank you, Mr. Enorola. I think next we'll be calling up Mr. Olumide Balogun of Google to come up and share his words. Google, the 3MCT program has 4% of its target on artificial intelligence and machine learning, and Google is supporting that massively with almost $3 billion in funding for AI training.
Good afternoon, everyone. It's such a pleasure to be here today. Your Excellency, the President of the Federal Republic, ably represented by Senator George Akume, Honorable Minister Dr. Bosun Tijani, allow me to stand on existing protocol. I think it's really important for us today to take in what is going on here. You know, at Google, we talk about our mission to organize the world's information to make it universally accessible and useful. I remember my first meeting with the Honorable Minister when he was appointed, and I felt a lot of passion and energy. Bear in mind, I've known him for over a decade, maybe almost 2. But there was something about the audacity that he had in terms of the vision to train 3 million people. So he said, you know, the president said we want to create 1 million digital jobs. For us to do that, why don't we go for something that is bigger and try to get 3 million technical talents trained? You know, he talks a lot about how when you look at the unicorns that we have, we didn't even have 1 million technical talent to get to the amount of momentum that the country already sees today. And that is why for us, it is a real privilege for us to partner with the Federal Republic of Nigeria on this audacious goal. But it's not just about training, I think, as everyone has said today. I think it is about the confidence that we have, that as Nigerians, we don't have to just be consumers, we can be producers of technology. And we can build things that can scale. And if we do that, then $1 trillion economies would be something that is only a starting point. So where we are today is something that I really want us to take in. The first phase is done. Congratulations, Honorable Minister. The second phase is done. Congratulations. I want to make our commitment to be an unwavering partner. We're very committed to standing by you and the Federal Republic of Nigeria as we look to take Nigerian talents to the rest of the world. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Mr. Balogun. I'd like to call up Mrs. Kofo Akinkugbe, who's the CEO of Secure ID, to also come share a few words with us as well. Secure ID supported a lot of the work that was done as we built Nigeria's large language model. We had over 1,000 fellows working on that project, and she and her company supported that.
So good afternoon, Your Excellency, the President of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, ably represented by the Secretary to the Federation, Mr. George Akume. I would like to also greet our dear Honorable Minister, Dr. Bosun Tijani, fellow partners of this laudable project, and of course, our 3MTT, young people, remarkable young people. Good afternoon. First of all, as a representative from the private business sector, I would like to say a huge thank you to His Excellency for what he has done for businesses like ourselves. What we have seen with the reforms and what we have seen with the hard decisions that he had to take, definitely we personally have experienced positive trajectory. As a smart card manufacturer, over 20 countries across Africa, these sort of hard decisions have enabled us to make some bold moves in setting up a factory in Kenya. And that means that we had to take our Nigerian talents to Kenya to train the Kenyan talents. And that is why we're extremely proud to be associated and to support in whatever little way the 3MTT program. And what we have done with 3MTT is, apart from monetary, but is to build an e-wallet platform and to produce the 3MTT card that makes it possible for the 3MTT to actually track and see the spending behaviors of their young people. And that helps the government to plan and to target even new products towards them. In addition, of course, we were able to produce smart cards, digital smart cards, with payments and in a multi-purpose way that gives strategic insight to what we have talked about, the spending partners. We're extremely proud of you, Honorable Minister. Thank you so much. And, you know, one of the things we have recognized as well is the importance of semiconductors for the future of our digital economy, which we are now working as well with the Ministry of Communications, Innovation, and the Digital Economy to see how we can work together to set up an R&D training institute for the young ones that we have. So in conclusion, Your Excellency, and has been said several times, this landmark project is not just a training infrastructure, but it's a move. It positions Nigeria. It positions us to be a consumer, I mean, not as a consumer of global technology, but as a creator. And that is the Nigeria that we want to see. That is the 3MTT that is enabling it, and that is the Nigeria we are committed to help build under your esteemed leadership. So thank you very much, Your Excellency. Thank you very much, the Honorable Minister, and God bless Nigeria.
Thank you, Mrs. Akinkwe. Again, thank you to all our partners. We are running out of time, so we want to acknowledge MTN, who have representation here, Huawei, Microsoft, as well as well, I think that's it. Okay. We want to now pivot a little bit to our partners from the development sector. I'd like to invite the EU Ambassador to Nigeria, Ambassador Gautier Mignot, to please come and share his words with us as well.
Good afternoon to all. Your Excellency, the President of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, here ably represented by the Secretary to the Government of the Federation, dear Honorable Minister of Communication, Innovation and Digital Economy, dear friends and partners, let me first commend the Nigerian federal government, and in particular, the Honorable Minister Bosun Tijani, for this great initiative, the 3MTT. And the European Union is very proud to contribute to it under our Global Gateway strategy. The Global Gateway actually is not about cooperation, it's not about providing aid, it's about leveraging investment from public and private sources, from Europe and Nigeria, to create jobs and prosperity and empower the youth who are at the center of all we do in Nigeria. And the Global Gateway combines funds from the EU, its member states, and our development banks, the European Investment Bank and the European Bank for Reconstruction and Development. And this is what we call the Team Europe approach. And it blends different kinds of innovative financial instruments like grants, subsidized loans, and guarantees. Digital transformation is at the heart of the EU-Nigeria partnership, and it's a priority under a Global Gateway strategy in Nigeria, with the 820 million euros package for digital infrastructure, governance, business, and skills. And our latest contribution to this package, to the tune of 45 million euros, was signed just 2 days ago in Brussels by the Honorable Minister with our EU Commissioner for International Partnerships. And it will in particular support strategic investments in the Bridge project to help roll out 90,000 kilometers of optic fiber and for digital public infrastructure. But our support to the 3MTT initiative is at least as strategic, especially during this scale-up phase, because we see this project as central to Nigeria's digital transformation through large-scale ICT skills acquisition for the youth. And along with 5 million euros from the European Union, 2 of our member states, Denmark and Germany, bring respectively 5.8 million and 2 million euros for a Team Europe total of roughly 13 million euros, some 22 billion nairas to this project. And this is on top of what is brought by the Nigeria Jubilee Fellowship Program, which has already been mentioned, which is funded by the EU and implemented by our partners of UNDP. And actually, other of our member states are actively involved in other components of our digital package. But what we bring to the table is not just the funding, it's also the EU tech business offer, industry standards and certification opportunities, paving the way for stronger commercial and economic ties between the EU and Nigeria in this sector. The EU tech, business and public sector innovation and experience can help shape secure, sustainable and human-centric digital solutions for Nigeria. And I think, Honorable Minister, that you witnessed in Brussels the great interest shown by European companies in our digital cooperation, including the 3MTT initiative. So voila, the EU is proud to be by far Nigeria's first trade and investment partner, and we also want to be your trusted and reliable partner in the digital sector, a great opportunity for Nigeria and for Africa, as well as for our partnership. So congratulations again to the federal government, to all other partners of this project, and best of luck to all of you young talents, beneficiary of the 3MTT. This support is for you, to help you thrive, to help you grow, but also to serve your companies, your families, your communities, your nation, and inspire others. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Your Excellency. Following that up real quick, the ambassador did mention the Jubilee Fellowship Program, and I think that's been done in partnership with the UNDP. So it gives me pleasure to call Ms. Elsie Atafua, the resident representative of the UNDP in Nigeria, to come forward.
Good afternoon, everyone, and thank you, Honorable Minister, for inviting me and us in the UN family. I was meant to be out of the country this morning, but I stayed back because I want to be part of history. And this is history in the making. Your Excellency, President of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, GCFR, ably represented by the Secretary to the Government of the Federation, His Excellency Senator George Akume, our own Honorable Minister, Dr. Bosun, who is here, and above all, the extraordinary young Nigerians we celebrate today. And let me stand on existing protocols in the interest of time. Under the leadership of His Excellency the President, Nigeria has chosen reform over retreat, courage over comfort, and the future over the past. Through the Renewed Hope Agenda, Nigeria has set in motion a national transition anchored on confidence, anchored on competitiveness, and opportunity for our people, especially the youth. UNDP and the United Nations family is proud to walk this journey with you. Today, we witness one of the clearest expressions of that vision in motion, the 3 Million Technical Talent Program. A new generation is emerging, not defined by waiting for jobs, but by creating value. It is a signal to the world that Nigeria's youth are ready to lead the future, not wait for it. And it is a statement of Nigeria's ambition in the global digital economy. Honorable Minister Bosun, your leadership has shown that when policy, platforms, partnership, and political will move together, transformation is not theoretical, it becomes real. Nigeria's digital economy is now being built with clarity and speed, and we see that here today. At UNDP and the UN family, we are proud that this momentum is being translated into jobs, MSMEs, community impact through the Nigeria Jubilee Fellows Program, community innovation hubs, innovative financing, our Timbuktu Pan-Africa Innovation Platform, and also university innovation ports. And I should say, Excellency, that these university ports are being established with federal resources in several states, and I do hope that His Excellency the President, together with yourselves and the Minister, will be able to launch one of these very soon, because we have them ready. Your Excellency, allow me also to note that the Nigeria Jubilees Fellowship Program has also become an important skilling platform that strengthens the talent pipeline for 3MTT. We are deeply grateful that the NJFP, for short, the Nigerian Jubilee Fellowship Program 2.0, was launched under the leadership of His Excellency the Vice President a few weeks ago, providing a national opportunity to accelerate and scale the 3MTT vision. And I also want to use the opportunity to express our sincere appreciation to the European Union for their steadfast partnership on this. To the young Nigerians here today, I should say you are not beneficiaries, you are builders. Builders of Nigeria's productivity, builders of Nigeria's competitiveness, and builders of Nigeria's digital future. Your success will define Nigeria's success. Your Excellency, UNDP remains fully committed to supporting the Renewed Hope Agenda in a world of contested influence, where nations are competing not only with their militaries and markets, but with their ideas, with their values, with their narratives. Skills alone are not enough. Skills must meet infrastructure. Skills must meet capital. Skills must meet markets. Skills must meet opportunity. And this is why we are truly excited, and we've been discussing with Honorable Bosun an opportunity to present to His Excellency the President an initiative we are calling Made in Nigeria, a co-investment platform that backs His Excellency's drive for Nigeria to industrialize by turning youth skills, innovation hubs, MSMEs, and clean energy for production clusters into skilled and competitive local manufacturing and export-ready, made in Nigeria value chains. Thank you. We are also, Your Excellency, through what we are calling the Integrated Smart States Program, we are demonstrating something profoundly important for Africa. We are showing how governments at the state level are leading through co-investment and co-creation and transforming development at scale. Again, whether it's on energy, whether it's on health centers, digital government, we're seeing how our states are also coming together. Let me close with this, Your Excellency. When Nigeria's youth rise, Nigeria rises. When skills meet opportunity, the economy accelerates. And when leadership meets courage, history changes. UNDP and the United Nations family, we are proud to be your partner on this journey. Thank you and congratulations to you, Excellency, to our Honorable Minister, and to all our young innovators in Nigeria. For Nigeria, it has to be premium or nothing. We the carry first.
Thank you very much, Mr. Atafor. I think I've lost my train of thought. Thanks so much. I think finally, we've had quite a bit from our private sector leaders, but just finally from the development side of things, we're going to hear from Ms. Uyoyo Edosie, who's the Chief Innovation and ICT Expert at the African Development Bank. They are big supporters of the program as well, and we'd just like to hear a few words from her before we go on. Okay. Oh, it's okay. Thank you. I think it's Mr. Quinn who's coming.
No, good afternoon. I'm not Uyoyo. I'm Dennis Ansa. His Excellency Bola Ahmed Tinubu, ably represented by the Secretary of the Federation, Senator George Akume, our dear Honorable Minister of the Federal Ministry of Communications, Innovation and Digital Economy, Dr. Bosun Tijani, allow me to stand on existing protocols. On behalf of the African Development Bank's country director in Nigeria, who is unavoidably absent due to a board meeting, I'm honored to represent the bank at this significant event. With a current portfolio of 5.2 billion, the bank remains steadfast in its commitment to supporting Nigeria's development agenda. In fact, during the last quarter of this year alone, the bank is approving $1 billion in facilities for the country, including budget support for the energy sector reforms, investments to strengthen the agriculture sector through the special agro-processing zones, and a facility for NSIA, amongst other critical interventions. Honorable Minister, the African Development Bank is honored to stand with the government of Nigeria in advancing the Digital Economy Talent Fund. This initiative, as you know, is a strategic complement of the government's flagship 3MTT program, reinforcing Nigeria's bold ambition to build a digitally empowered workforce capable of driving inclusive and economic transformation. The DETF forms a critical pillar within the broader Project Bridge, for which the bank is working to complete all the preparatory steps to secure the board approval in February 2026. With a total investment of $2 billion envisaged, the bank has played a critical role alongside the Federal Ministry of Communications, Innovation and Digital Economy in designing and financing that ambitious project that aims to expand Nigeria's fiber optics by 90 kilometers, taking it from 35 to 125 kilometers. As we work effectively and collectively to accelerate Nigeria's digital economy, it's essential to recognize that true impact will arise not only from expanding infrastructure, such as fiber networks, but from ensuring that demand-side enablers, most critically, digital skills and affordable devices are sufficiently strengthened to match and activate the full value of the supply side investments that is already being made. In line with this vision, the bank is committing $48 million to the Digital Economy Talent Fund. And these resources will catalyze measurable employment-linked outcomes and reinforce broader digital ecosystem in a way that is both scalable and sustainable. In closing, let me emphasize this. Nigeria's digital future is not a distant aspiration. It is a reality we are building together, here and now. With bold leadership, strategic partnerships, and unwavering commitment, we can transform connectivity into opportunities, opportunity skills into prosperity, and innovation into inclusive growth. The African Development Bank stands firmly with the government of Nigeria and stakeholders to ensure that this vision becomes a lasting legacy for generations to come. Together, we will not only bridge the digital divide, we will unlock the full potential of Nigeria as a leading digital powerhouse on the African continent and beyond. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Mr. Dennis Ansah, who's Head of Private Sector Operations at African Development Bank. That concludes the Goodwill Message section from our private sector and development sector partners. Thank you all for all our partners who are here. I want to now call up Mr. Francis Sani, who's Technical Advisor to the Honorable Minister for Talent and Innovation, to introduce a few of our fellows who will be sharing their impact stories with us this morning. Francis.
Good afternoon, everyone. All protocols duly observed. Over the past couple of cohorts, we've trained over 135,000 fellows across the country, but today we have over 800 of them in the room. All 3 MTT fellows, do you want to make some noise? And we'll be calling on a few of the fellows to talk about their stories. I'll get started with Awa from Jigawa. A round of applause for her, please. Awa.
Okay. Permit me to stand on the existing protocol. My name is Hawa Yakubu Aliyu, a Cohort 2 Fellow of Machine Learning from the Jigawa State community. I feel very honored to be one of the top beneficiaries of this program. I was one of the fellows that were selected among the 5 fellows to represent Nigeria. Data are captured. So I want to say a very big thank you to Your Excellency and to the Honorable Minister for your vision and commitment in empowering young Nigerians through this program. Thank you.
Good afternoon. Standing on existing protocol, my name is Victoria Adefila Ajiboye, a Cohort 2 Fellow from Akwa Ibom State Community, UI UX Learning Track. Through this program, I have gained access to a fully sponsored trip to China for the Huawei ICT Tech for Good, which has enabled me to build global network, which is impactful for me for what I do today. I have also stepped into the role of community manager in Akwa Ibom State, and where I have managed, trained, guided more than 3,000 fellows and community members to also guide them on their learning journey. This responsibility has given me the experience and also built capacity in me, which has also given me the opportunity to participate as a mentor with UNDP to also train other innovators to build scalable products in Akwa Ibom State. I want to deeply appreciate His Excellency, the President of Nigeria and Honorable Minister, and especially to our partners for believing in this vision and bringing it into life. Thank you.
Your Excellency, the President, heavily represented by Senator George Akume, the Honorable Minister, all dignitaries here present, good afternoon. My name is Dama Michael Yohana, our Cohort 1 Fellow from Nasarawa State, Software Development Track. Through the 3MTT empowerment, I was able to co-found a tech startup in Kiev in Nasarawa State, where we train Nigeria in our locality in software development training. We have also been able to build and ship software solutions to businesses and individuals within Nigeria and outside Nigeria. Through this program also, I got a fully funded sponsorship from Nasarawa State University to partake in software engineering in Poland, courtesy of European Union Erasmus program. This is just the beginning, and we are just getting started. Words, of course, will fail me to properly convey my gratitude, but in summary, I say thank you for making this vision possible. Thank you very much.
Good afternoon, everyone. Standing on existing protocol, my name is Esther Akinwale, part of the first cohort for this program, and I was part of the product management learning track. Through this 3MTT program, I was able to design and build a solution that helps urban growers in Nigeria. And also, I was the first person, my team was the first to actually win the first hackathon that took place here in Abuja. And through that, we've been able to build community for urban growers. And shortly after the hackathon, I was able to get a job. And because of the kind of skills that I've been able to learn through the product management track, so far, I've been able to get to the point where in less than a year, I got promoted. I'm grateful to the president, I'm grateful to the minister, and the 3MTT team for investing in young Nigerians like myself. Thank you very much for the job you're doing.
Good afternoon, everyone. Standing on the existing protocol, my name is Adelani Adeyinka Adelaja. I'm from Lagos State Community, Cohort 1 Fellow, UI/UX Design Learning Track. I am a military personnel, and through 3MTT, I have been able to impact and also bring people in the military to join and also to, to also key into the vision of the digital talent and digital economy in the country. And also, I was able to design a project which aims to, give visibility to local delivery firms by matching them with pool of different users, and also able to give users choice to choose between logistic firms that are very close to them due to proximity. And also, through 3MTT, I was able to be nominated to represent Nigeria in China for Huawei ICT Student Camp. I want to appreciate the president, and also I want to appreciate Dr. Bosun Tijani for this opportunity to fulfill purpose beyond my clarion call. Thank you very much.
Good afternoon, everybody. My name is standing on existing protocol. My name is Achara Favor, a Core 3 fellow of the FCT community in the AI and machine learning track. Through 3MTT, I've been able to build my startup, Skyn, an AI-powered skincare solution which bridges AI and the skincare industry. Also, through 3MTT, I was able to get hired into a tech company, Nexta Quantum Systems, which helps to build real-world solutions that solve real-world problems, and also to train other young individuals in my university, Veritas University. On behalf of every single 3MTT fellow, I want to say a big thank you to His Excellency, the President of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, and the Honorable Minister of Communication, Information, and Digital Economy. Thank you so much.
Good afternoon, everyone. Standing on the existing protocol, my name is John Oshohai Pitape, a fellow of the 3MTT Cohort 1 from Cardinal State. So I'm going to start by saying 3MTT made me who I am and brought me to this stage. So through this platform, I and my team were able to create a project called Safe Heaven. Through this project, we were able to bring a solution that connects survivors of sexual assault to the right opportunities, right authorities, and also connect them to the right information. So I want to use this medium to thank the Honorable Minister, His Excellency, for this opportunity. And also, thank you for bringing me here, sir. Thank you very much.
Good afternoon, everyone. Standing on the existing protocol, my name is Damilola Makinde, a Core 2 fellow from Lagos State, from Product Management Learning Track. I would start by saying that I've been a tech lover, just that I didn't know how to start. I'd wanted to have a career in tech, and when 3MTT came, it was an opportunity for me to start. And after acquiring the skill in product management, I was able to pitch for an internship role with a foreign country, UAE precisely, and of course I was given the opportunity. And due to my impact with them, after 3 months I was converted to being a full staff with them. Through these skills, I've been able to bet new ideas that has translated into digital products, and it's really solving day-to-day problems, creating solutions, and making impacts in my world. I would like to say a very big thank you to the President for giving me the opportunity to start this career. It has always been my dream, and I'm grateful to be here. Thank you to our Honorable Minister. Thank you.
Permit me to stand on the existing protocol. My name is Farida Suleiman Unique, a Cohort 1 fellow from Kogi State, and my learning track is product management. 3MTT has really impacted me because I and my team were able to come up with a startup in the clean tech ecosystem. And what we do is we connect waste generators to waste collectors. And in turn, we have been able to track their carbon reduction and give carbon credits as reward. And also, over the time, we have been able to collect plastic waste from offices and households. We have sold them to recyclers, and we are looking at adjacent markets of turning this plastic waste into biogas through biodigesters. And also, we've been able to empower women in less privileged communities on how to properly manage their waste. In addition to this, 3MTT has given me a platform whereby I and my team were opportune to represent Nigeria in London during the Innovation Challenge. And this has really fostered collaboration between us and the foreign investors, and also the Commonwealth Women Network. And also we have been able to secure scholarship with Teesside University in the UK. The 3MTT, to me, I can simply say, it is indeed the Renew Hope agenda that Mr. President talked about. Thank you, Honorable Minister Dr. Bosun Tijani. Thank you, the DG of NITDA. Long live Nigeria, long live 3MTT.
Good day, everyone. Permit me to stand on existing protocol. My name is Joseph Wina, and I'm a Cohort 2 Fellow of 3MTT Ebonyi State. First off, I came as a novice to 3MTT, but I can boldly say that after now, I'm very, very confident working on projects. After my fellowship, they assigned me a tutor to act as a product design tutor for my community. And also, I actually gained the job. Currently, I'm working with Social Brander as a product designer. And other benefits I've also gotten from 3MTT. Also, I was selected as a fellow to represent 3MTT in China in Tech for Good Hackathon. And I'm so happy. For me, I would say that 3MTT is where you come with your dreams and they make it valid. Thank you so much, Your Excellency, and thank you, the Honorable Minister.
Good afternoon, everyone. Standing on the existing protocol, I am by name Umar Adetola Abdugani, a Cohort 3 Fellow of Artificial Intelligence and Machine Learning track from Niger State. Just from learning on 3MTT portal and winning a laptop from the Knowledge Showcase, I currently own 3 startups which is running simultaneously, and one of them has made me to represent Nigeria on a global stage by presenting in the Next Gen Innovation Challenge as the youngest innovator. Secondly, one of my startups that I'm planning to run has also won over 10 million in grants and competitions, which has motivated me to continue to run this as we present a platform which enables energy to be shared among households in Nigeria. And lastly, this resilience of mind and dedication, which was designed by 3MTT, has made me to be featured on the MTN 24th anniversary newsletter as a source of motivation for other fellow youth in Nigeria which is planning to take up digital economy startup. This success is a testimony that the investment in 3MTT is most strategic nationwide. It transformed young Nigerians into global innovation. It is just the beginning, and the story is still being written. Nigeria is the case study, but the world is the target. Thank you all, His Excellency, for this opportunity, the Honorable Minister, Bosun Tijani, and all dignitaries of the observe.
Thank you so much, Francis, and all our fellows. Just to say that we've got thousands of these fellows all over Nigeria who are sharing the stories. So for those of you who are on social media, please search 3MTT and you'll find a lot more of these inspirational stories of people who have been impacted by the 3MTT. I will hand over now to my senior colleague, Mr. Young, aptly named Mr. Young, to take this final section of the day.
Your Excellencies, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, the beauty of the testimony that we have just heard here is the fact that it is pan-Nigeria. I can hear Kogi, Kaduna, Edo, Akwa Ibom, everywhere. That means this project is touching the lives of our youths all over Nigeria. And when the 60% of our population are disempowered, then Nigeria is onto a good thing. So, Your Excellencies, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, let me welcome here now the President of Nigeria, the father of the nation, Asiwaju Bola Ahmed Tinubu, represented here by the Secretary to the Government of the Federation. Please welcome here His Excellency George Akume.
Please be seated. Your Excellencies, I speak as the representative of His Excellency Bola Ahmed Tinubu, GCFR, President and Commander-in-Chief of the Armed Forces, Federal Republic of Nigeria. As father of three, MTT, he would have loved to be here. He's working on some other equally important policy papers. Permit me, therefore, to proceed with his statement. The Honorable Minister of Communications, Innovation, and Digital Economy, Dr. Tijani, members of the National Assembly here present, top presidential advisors, members of the diplomatic corps, our very important partners, permanent secretaries, captains of telecommunication industries, the private sector, our great youths, invited guests, ladies and gentlemen. It is my honor to welcome you all to the 3MTT National Impact Summit here in Abuja. Today is a moment of real significance as we recognize the progress made under the 3 Million Technical Talent Program. Since May 2023, this administration has been guided by a simple truth. Nigeria's most valuable resource is not oil or minerals, but the creativity, determination, and potential of our people. In a world defined by rapid technological change, the countries that lead are those that invest purposefully and meaningfully in the skills of their young population. That is why our renewed Hope Agenda places human capital development at its core, and why programs like 3MTT remain central to our economic strategy. Our ambition to build a $1 trillion economy will not be achieved by chance. It requires productivity, innovation, and a workforce whose skills meet global standards. Digital skills now underpin growth across every major sector of our economy, including agriculture, healthcare, finance, manufacturing, education, and public service. A strong digital workforce creates jobs, expands enterprise, and positions Nigeria to participate competitively in the global marketplace. More importantly, it shifts our role in the world from passive consumers of technology to active creators and exporters of talent. The 3MTT program will unlock opportunity, empower young people, and strengthen our long-term economic prospects. This program shows what is possible with focused and disciplined execution. From over 1.8 million applications drawn from every local government in the country, to new jobs created, startups formed, and solutions developed, 3MTT has moved from concept to nationwide impact across all 36 states and the Federal Capital Territory. Opportunities no longer limited to major cities. More importantly, this program is restoring confidence among young Nigerians that they have a place in the global digital economy and a future they can shape with their own skills. Initiatives of this scale demand coordination and consistency. I acknowledge the Ministry of Communications, Innovation and Digital Economy for its stewardship of this national mandate. I also recognize the private sector and development partners who have given this program depth and credibility. IHS Towers, MTN Nigeria, Airtel Nigeria, Google, Microsoft, Huawei, MoneyPoint, the United Nations Development Programme, and the European Union have each played a part in moving this initiative forward. While today's progress is encouraging, we must remain focused on the larger goal. From inception, 3MTT was designed to scale and to drive sustained transformation of digital and technical skills across the country. Achieving this vision requires continued collaboration and shared commitment from government, industry, and the development community. And this government remains fully committed to its growth and expansion. To the young Nigerians gathered here, and to the millions you represent across every community in our nation, we believe in your capacity and your future. Through initiatives like 3MTT, we are building genuine platforms for progress, not ceremonial commitments. The Nigeria we seek must be powered by skilled hands, guided by innovative thinking, and driven by a generation ready to work, create, and lead. Together, we're laying the foundation for a digital workforce that will power Nigeria's next chapter of growth and shared prosperity. God bless you all. God bless the Federal Republic of Nigeria. Bola Ahmed Tinubu.
Thank you very much, Your Excellency. Let's appreciate him as he's stepping down. Thank you, the Secretary to the Government of the Federation. We thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you. Your Excellency, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, it is the vision of the President, the dedication of the Minister and his team, the partnership of private sector people and the development partners that is skilling up Nigerians to make us globally competitive. It's been a wonderful day. Thank you all for making it such a wonderful day for the ministry, for Nigerians, importantly, for the youth of this country. Shall we all rise now for the national anthem? Thank you very much. Thank you.